You walk through the door after a long day, keys still in your hand, shoulders heavy, and before you even set your bag down, you hear it. That distinctive rolling sound that seems to bubble up from your cat's throat like a tiny motor mixed with a question. It's not a meow. It's not a purr. It's something else entirely. And here's what most people never realize, that sound isn't random. According to feline behavior researchers, our cats reserve certain vocalizations exclusively for humans they trust at the deepest level. Not all humans, not strangers, not even people they tolerate. Just you. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which sounds prove you've earned a place in your cat's inner circle, and why each one reveals something profound about how they see you. That rolling, a musical sound your cat makes when they spot you. Behaviorists call it the trill, and it might just be the most honest compliment a cat can give. Picture this. You've been gone for hours, maybe all day, and the moment you appear, your cat doesn't just look at you. They make this sound that rises in pitch, almost like a question and a celebration wrapped into one. According to Dr. John Bradshaw, author of Cat Sense and one of the leading researchers in feline behavior, trilling is a greeting that cats typically learn from their mothers during kittenhood. Mother cats trill to call their kittens, to say, "Come here, I'm safe, follow me." So when your cat trills at you, they're using the same sound. Think about what that actually means. Your cat is speaking to you the way their mother once spoke to them. They're placing you in that same category of safety, of home, of someone worth running toward. And here's the thing. Cats don't trill at just anyone. You won't hear this sound directed at the mail carrier or a houseguest or even someone who feeds them occasionally. Dr. Michael Delgado, a certified cat behavior consultant, explains that trilling is a positive vocalization reserved for familiar individuals the cat feels genuinely excited to see. It's their way of saying, "Oh good, you're back, I was waiting for you." If your cat trills when you walk in the room, you're not just their owner, you're their person. You're the one they associate with warmth and security. That little rolling sound, it carries the weight of their entire emotional history with you. Now, there's another sound you might have noticed, especially when your cat seems like they're trying to tell you something specific. It's short, it's sharp, it almost sounds like a bird. That's the chirp, and it's one of the most direct forms of communication a cat can offer. Unlike meowing, which cats actually developed primarily to communicate with humans rather than other cats, chirping serves a different purpose entirely. According to Pam Johnson-Bennett, a certified cat behavior consultant and author of several books on feline behavior, the chirp is an attention-getting sound, a way of saying, "Hey, look at this," or "Come with me," or "I need you to notice something right now." Cats chirp when they want to lead you somewhere. They chirp when they're excited about something and want you involved. They chirp when they're watching prey. But more importantly, they chirp when they want to share that experience with you. It's like when a friend taps you on the shoulder and says, "Oh my gosh, you have to see this." That's what your cat is doing. They're inviting you into their world, and not everyone gets that invitation. Dr. Sharon Crowell-Davis, a professor of veterinary behavior, notes that cats are selective about who they attempt to communicate with. If your cat chirps at you regularly, especially when they're leading you to their food bowl, or the window, or their favorite spot, it means they believe you'll respond. They trust that you're paying attention. They see you as someone worth talking to, and that trust, it isn't given lightly. This next one, this might be the most tender sound a cat can make. And it's so quiet, so subtle, that you might have missed it entirely. Your cat opens their mouth. They shape it like a meow. But what comes out is almost nothing, just the faintest whisper of sound, or sometimes no sound at all. This is called the silent meow, and according to researchers, it's one of the most intimate vocalizations in a cat's entire repertoire. Dr. Gary Weitzman, a veterinarian and author of How to Speak Cat, describes the silent meow as a communication reserved for moments of close bonding. It typically happens when a cat is very relaxed, usually when they're close to your face, often when you're having a quiet moment together. Think of it as the feline equivalent of a whisper between two people who know each other so well that they don't need volume to be understood. Your cat isn't trying to get your attention from across the room. They're not demanding food. They're simply acknowledging you. They're saying, "I see you. I'm here with you. This moment matters." Studies from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior suggest that cats adjust their vocalizations based on their relationship with specific humans. The silent meow represents the opposite of the loud, demanding sounds cats use when they want something urgently. It's the sound of contentment, of presence, of a bond so secure that grand gestures aren't necessary. If your cat has ever given you a silent meow, especially while gazing at you with those slow, heavy-lidded eyes, you've received something precious. You've been spoken to in their most vulnerable voice. Here's a sound that might actually make you laugh, or at least raise an eyebrow, because it sounds almost manipulative. And honestly, it kind of is. If you've ever heard your cat make a sound that seems to blend a purr and a meow into one continuous, a pleading melody, congratulations, you've been successfully trained. Researchers call this the solicitation purr, or the purr-meow combination, and according to a fascinating study published in Current Biology, cats have developed this specific sound because it works. Dr. Karen McComb, who led the research, discovered that cats embed a high-frequency cry within their purr, a frequency that mimics the acoustic properties of a human baby's cry. And this triggers a nurturing response in humans. We literally cannot ignore it. We're hardwired to respond. But here's the part most people miss. Cats don't use this sound on everyone. They learn which humans respond to it, and they reserve it for those people specifically. If your cat has never made this sound around you, it might mean they haven't figured out that it works on you yet. But if they have, if they regularly approach you with that pleading purr meow when they want food or attention or to be let into a room, it means something important. They've studied you. They understand what moves you. They trust you enough to be vulnerable, to actually ask for something, knowing you'll deliver. According to Jackson Galaxy, cat behaviorist and host of My Cat from Hell, this level of communication requires a foundation of trust. So cats won't beg, won't make themselves needy. Around humans they don't feel safe with. So that manipulative little purr meow, it's actually evidence of a deep bond. Your cat knows they can count on you. You're sitting together, maybe near a window, watching a bird flutter by or a squirrel dart across the yard, and suddenly your cat starts making the strangest sound. Their jaw moves rapidly, their teeth click together. They might add little chirping sounds between the chatters. It looks almost like they're trying to talk to the prey, or maybe like they're frustrated they can't reach it. This is called chattering, and while experts have several theories about why cats do it, from mimicking bird calls to expressing hunting frustration, one thing is increasingly clear. Cats often chatter more when their trusted human is present. According to Dr. Marcy Koski, a certified feline behavior consultant, chattering can be a form of shared experience. When your cat chatters while you're both watching something together, they may actually be including you in the moment. It's similar to how humans comment out loud when watching something exciting, even if no one asked for our opinion. Your cat is reacting, and they're reacting with you. They feel comfortable enough to let their guard down, to express excitement or frustration openly, because you're there. Research from the International Cat Care Organization suggests that cats are more likely to display expressive behaviors around humans they feel secure with. Chattering requires a certain lack of self-consciousness, if you will. Your cat isn't hiding their instincts, they're sharing them, and that openness, it only happens with someone they truly trust. Now, there's one more sound, and in some ways, it's the most important of all. Now, not all purrs are created equal, and the difference matters more than most people realize. You've probably heard your cat purr dozens of times, maybe hundreds. But there's a specific kind of purr, low, rumbling, slow, that only emerges in moments of profound relaxation. This is the deep trust purr. And according to veterinary researchers, it signals something significant about your cat's emotional state. Dr. Leslie Lyons, a professor of veterinary medicine at the University of Missouri, explains that while cats purr for many reasons, including self-soothing when stressed or injured, the slow, deep purr that occurs during moments of peaceful rest indicates genuine contentment. This purr happens when your cat is completely, utterly safe, when they're sleeping beside you, when they're curled in your lap with no tension in their body, when they're so relaxed that their eyes drift closed and their paws begin to knead. That deep purr, it isn't asking for anything. It isn't trying to manipulate you. It's simply existing. It's your cat's nervous system saying, I am okay. I am home. I am exactly where I want to be. Studies in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery have shown that cats produce different purr frequencies depending on context, and the low sustained purr of contentment is distinct from other variations. If your cat regularly produces this purr in your presence, especially when they're pressed against you, you've achieved something that cannot be forced or faked. You've become their safe place. Here's something remarkable that researchers have discovered. Cats don't actually meow to communicate with each other. Adult cats, in the wild, are essentially silent with one another. Meowing, and all its variations, developed almost exclusively as a way to communicate with humans. And think about what that means. Over thousands of years of living alongside us, cats created an entire vocabulary just for us, just for the humans they've chosen to bond with. And within that vocabulary, there are sounds reserved only for the inner circle, only for the trusted few. Dr. John Bradshaw's research suggests that cats view their human companions as social partners, not as owners or masters, but as fellow beings worthy of communication. When your cat trills at you, chirps at you, gives you that silent meow, purrs that deep, rumbling purr, they are speaking a language they invented for this relationship. They are choosing, every single time, to include you, not because they have to. Cats are not like dogs in that way. They don't need pack hierarchy. They don't need your approval to survive. Every sound they make toward you, every vocalization they reserve just for you, is voluntary. It's offered freely. And that makes it mean so much more. So the next time you hear that trill when you walk through the door, or that chirp when your cat wants to show you something, or that barely there silent meow in a quiet moment, pause. Listen. Really hear it. Because what you're hearing isn't just noise. It isn't just animal instinct. It's a language developed across millennia, spoken now, in this moment, just to you. Your cat has sounds they make only for their most trusted human. And if you're hearing them, if you've recognized even one of these sounds in your daily life, then you already know the answer to the question you came here with. You are that human. You've earned something that cannot be bought, cannot be demanded, cannot be rushed. You've earned your cat's voice, their real voice, the one they save for the person who matters most. And that is a gift worth treasuring, for as long as you share your life together.